Hi, I am Chef Sherry Ronning. I am here with day number 16 of the Healthy Griddle Cooking Challenge, or Healthy Griddle Cooking Series. I can't believe I made it to day 16. I started on January 5th, and I've just been every day cooking a healthy recipe. So if you've missed any of the recipes, make sure to go back and you can look at them in my live section. They're all kind of the same theme that I have, and catch up on some of the recipes that I've done. I've actually done quite a few pretty good ones, and I'm pretty proud of myself for cooking that long healthy recipes, because I'm not so much the healthy griddle cook. And this has been a little bit of a challenge for me, but actually I haven't had too much of a problem coming up with different recipes for you guys. So let's get started. Today we are going to be making a chef salad. So I'm going to be doing some griddle chicken to go on the chef salad, and then I'm also going to be making some cheese crisps. So if you're not sure what cheese crisps are, I made them a few days ago and we ate all of them, so I'm just going to make some fresh ones for the salad. These are perfect cheese, like a snack, crispy snack for you, and I'm going to put them on the salad. So let's get started. I'm using the Blackstone Griddle Electric, the E-Series, 17-inch. I have it set at 400 degrees. The panel is telling me that it's all warmed up. I've had it preheated. It takes about like 8 to 10 minutes to preheat it. And I make this and do on the outside griddle. So I have the 36-inch gas griddle, and I also have the 22-inch Blackstone gas griddle that I have outside. But we're in Michigan here. It's cold. What is the temperature? What are we at? Oh, we're at 20. We're about maybe 22 degrees right now. As you can see, the snow, we got snow on the roof. We still are getting snow. Today it's been snowing on and off, and we've had to shovel a few times just because it's annoying, and it's here, and it's still pretty chilly. But actually it's supposed to warm up. So, hopefully this next week we'll get a little bit warmer weather, but it's still too cold for me to cook outside. I'm not a cold weather person, and that's why I got my electric griddle, so I can cook inside. We are going to be doing I have chicken breast that I have just sliced. Then this is just a small chicken breast. But what I will do with this recipe is I will bulk cook. So this is one that I do. I'm making it fresh today for the salad, but this is one that I will do. I'll make a whole bunch of chicken breasts at one time, and then I put them in the refrigerator or in the freezer. So this is an awesome recipe to bulk cook, and then you won't have to cook, all the time. But I'm actually going to I forgot a little bit of olive oil. I am going to do just a little bit for my chicken. So down on the griddle, I'm going to do the cheese crisp on one side and then the chicken on the other side. So I'm going to lightly season. I'm just using, this is my favorite, the Lowry seasoned salt and the Morton's Nature Seasoning. That's what my preferred. You can use salt and pepper. You can use, if you have specialty, my kids like the garlic seasoning, and I'm not a fan of that. My brother likes the garlic, and yeah, my husband and I are not too much with that. So just use your own seasonings on this. So I have the grease on here. I'm just spreading it around a little bit. I'm using my tongs to put the chicken on. I'm going to turn it over, so you want to hear that sizzle. That is a must when you're cooking. You want to make sure that it's preheated enough for you. And I actually have it on low. You could probably do this at 450, but because I'm doing the cheese crisp, I'm doing it lower. I'm going to throw that away. I'm going to just quickly wash my hands. Just make sure you don't cross-contaminate. That's one thing that I'm, you know, an advocate for. That's why I use the tongs. And just make sure you wash your hands and don't cross-contaminate your food. Just a little, I'm just doing a little bit. So I'm going to do, you can actually just leave it like this if this is how, you know, as far as cooking it, just flip it over, cook it like that, use the chicken. But I'm going to do my special butter, the garlic butter chicken. And I will actually make, for a long time, I would make my own garlic butter. And basically all it is softened butter, and you can put anything in it. Like I put seasonings, I put minced garlic into it, and like fresh herbs. A lot of times in the summertime when I have an abundance of fresh herbs, the basil, the thyme, the, you know, parsley if you want, I chop it up and I mix it all in there, and that's what I use on this. This is my secret sauce. This is what I like to use. But they've come out now. They didn't used to have this, but this is now pretty plentiful in the stores. I've gotten actually quite a different varieties, different brands. And if you look in your butter section, there's all kinds of assortments in there. You just have to kind of look kind of a little bit closer. And this one is a Parmesan garlic and basil butter. And when I flip this over, I'm going to put a little bit of this on here, and it's just going to cook into it, and it just gives you a little bit different flavor. So this is my secret sauce that if you haven't seen me cook with this, this is what I love. I love this on steaks. I love this on chicken. So super good. And I'm going to actually do the cheese crisps at the same time. This is looking pretty good. Let's see if I can get a little bit closer up for you. You could see the brown. It's turning. You could see it colors. It's like got the raw meat on the top here, but on the bottom, it's the white color, and it's golden brown on the very, very bottom, which is exactly what I want. But I'm going to do the cheese crisps. I'm just going to do a couple of them for just the salad here. And basically all this is, I'm using shredded cheese. I'm using the Colby Jack cheese. I'm going to spread out just a little bit. You want it to have a little bit of thickness to it, and I'm probably using, I don't know, maybe 2 tablespoons. You can use however big you want it. Basically you're letting this cook is what you're doing, and we're going to take it off and it'll harden a little bit. It won't get like super crispy. But you don't want to flip it over. That's one thing but you can add seasoning to this too. The other day when I made it, I added some everything bagel seasoning into it. I've used Italian seasoning. You know, you can kind of do whatever. Today I'm just leaving it plain. So I'm going to flip my chicken here because I can see it's doing pretty good. Ooh, nice and golden brown. Exactly what I want. And you want to make sure not to overcook your chicken. The other day when I was talking, which I got to get out of the drawer, is I'm taking little dollops of the butter, and it's softened. It's been sitting out for a little bit, so it is softened. It's not hard. It's to where I can't like mold it. And I'm just taking just a couple dollops, and it's not even a teaspoon. I'm just putting, if you're doing bigger pieces of chicken, then you can use a little bit more. I just have small chicken strips that I have, and you know, I don't need a lot of butter. And basically what this is going to do, it's going to melt and kind of cook into the chicken, but then it's also going to go around the chicken in that brown butter. It's going to like brown from the griddle, and it's just going to make your chicken just so much more better. It's just going to add another layer of flavor to it that you wouldn't already have. And when you're cooking, it's about adding different layers of flavor. And, you know, you can just change up a dish so much by just adding, just tweaking a recipe just one little bit. What was I going to get? Oh, my thermometer. So when I'm cooking chicken, this is something that I always recommend, is using a digital thermometer and make sure it comes to 165. You don't want to go too much over 165, but you want to get it to that 165 mark. And I'm going to just kind of move this here because the stuff is going to be coming off the griddle. It doesn't take too long to come off. And the cheese, yeah, that small, which I figured the small one probably was pretty good. I'm actually just going to flip it over just a little bit so that it kind of soaks that up. And I probably should, these are really thin pieces, and I probably should have turned them a little bit sooner. Yep, this piece is barely done, but these two are actually done there. And I'm just going to just quickly flip them over so that butter will melt and it kind of melts onto the chicken. But then I'm going to remove this. You don't want to overcook it. That's one thing. You don't want chicken to be overcooked, because the more you overcook it, the tougher it'll get, and it'll get chewy, and it's not what you want. Well, I'm actually going to remove that. That's all done. And then these cheese crisps are looking really good. So they are sticking a little bit, but once I get under there, that's a cheese crisp right there. Nice. It's you know, holds up. It's not like falling apart. I'm just going to set it on the board and let it cool a little bit. Like that. And boom, I'm going to shut this off. Press it till you hear that nut thing, and then the display goes off. It does say that it's hot surface to let you know that this is hot there. And as far as cleaning this, I'm going to let it cool down. And this is going to be a little bit sticky, a little bit hard to clean, but then I have a sink of soapy water, and I have a video on this, how to clean this properly. Super, super easy. I use the Mr. Clean Magic Eraser. I let it soak just a little bit in the sink of soapy water, like I take and just rinse a little bit of water on it, let it soak just a few minutes while I'm cleaning up. Use this, and this will come completely clean. So there won't be any like food residue, there won't be any hard spots, and it protects your top. The one thing with this electric porcelain top here, you want to protect it and you don't want to scratch it. Always use plastic utensils. Don't use metal utensils on this. If you're cooking with the outside one, the gas one, you can use the metal utensils on that. The cleaning for that is completely different than the cleaning is for this. Okay, so let's assemble our salad. I am going to use, I have an assortment, as you can see, assortment of different stuff here. If you have any comments or questions, please put them in there. If you're coming from Facebook, my Facebook page, and you leave a comment, please put your name on there so that I know who I'm talking to. Because when I'm on this program that I have here, sometimes it's hard to, if you're on the YouTube, I can see your comments, and I can also see them from Facebook, but just the Facebook, it just says Facebook user on it. So let's assemble our salad. What are we in? We are like 14 minutes in, and I'm ready to assemble this. So with the chef salad, I am going to start with my lettuce as the base. I have just greens. This is what I have. Spring spinach and spring mix. You can use anything you want. If you want lettuce, sometimes I'll just use all iceberg lettuce. Sometimes I will use romaine, sometimes like a combination. Sometimes I mix them all together. It just depends. I will just go to my refrigerator, see what I have, and that's what I use. So this, I have the spring mix here, which is really nice and colorful and beautiful. And so I have shredded carrots. I have the cheese. I cubed up, and you want small, you want bite-sized pieces. Remember, when you're eating a salad, you want to be able to poke and get a few different things to get the flavor in your mouth, so you want them small. Peppers, I just have a few diced peppers here, sliced cucumbers. I love, love, love sliced cucumbers, especially when they come out of the garden in the winter or in the summertime. Love them. I have my griddle chicken, the griddle butter chicken that I'm using. I have ham that is sliced thin and just chopped up real small. I have a boiled egg that I just sliced that I'm going to use. And then I have the cheese crisp that I'm actually going to cut up and put on here. So I'm going to just assemble my salad. And you can use whatever dressing you want. That's completely up to you. And I am going to try to get this so you guys can see what I'm doing here. So I have my salad there. And let's see what I'm going to start with. I think I'm going to start with my ham. I'm actually going to do this just in a line. I'm going to kind of try to make it look a little pretty here, so I can maybe get a halfway decent picture like that. And I'm going to do my carrots. I just took a peeled and shredded just a fresh carrot. This is just one whole carrot, which I'm not going to need all of it. But basically I'm going to pretty much cover the lettuce up. And I'm going to try to leave I'm going to try to leave the sides here peeking out so that you can actually kind of see the lettuce. The artistic side in me is coming out. Okay, I'm not going to use all the carrots because that was an awfully lot of carrots that I had shredded there. So what else are we going to do? I am going to cut the chicken. Do I want to cut? Or I'm going to do, I guess, this a little bit here. Because you kind of want to make it pleasing to the eye. And if you want to just take and just sprinkle this all on, that you can. It's kind of up to you. And like that. And I think I'm going to cut my chicken here. With the chicken, remember, bite-sized pieces. So I'm not going to leave this whole. I'm going to cut this so that when I eat it, when I'm eating the pieces, I can get just little pieces in it. And that's why I cut it in the strips like I did, so it was easy to cut this up. I actually am I love this chicken. This chicken is so delicious. I could eat this all the time. I have this chicken just like this, like maybe even a bigger breast that I'll do. And this too, I guess I didn't say at the beginning, this is skinless, boneless chicken breast is what I'm using here. And I use that quite a bit. It is so good. It's nice and tender. It's really, when you quick cook it like that, cook it to the 165, it is so juicy. It's so good. It's super good. What else am I going to do here? So I'm maybe going to go on the carrot side here. Let's go, and I'll put the chicken over here like that. So good. There we go, like that. And I'm going to wipe my board here in just a minute, I guess. I'm going to do the cucumbers on this side. I'm going to kind of fan them out. A few of them on this side here. And then I think I'm going to do my egg on this side. So I have this sliced so that they kind of look a little pretty here. They're kind of wanting to fall apart, but let's try to get them together here. I'm not gonna actually need that one there. Go like that. I think I'm just gonna go, and then I'm gonna take my cheese crisp. We still got to add the cheese, and this is actually breaking apart, which is exactly what I want it to do. I want to be in pieces. So when I eat this, then you can just eat the, either get it on your fork or you can pick it up. Sometimes people will pick it up. Just eat it like that. It's really good. And this too gives you another dimension of flavor. Like, I mean, I do have the cheese like that, but this cheese is completely different tasting than this cheese. Same thing, Colby Jack cheese, but because I did the crisp it up on the griddle, it just is just completely different. Okay, so let's go here. I am going to add the cheese in this spot here, like that, just kind of gently. I might not use it all. And there you go. Let's see, let's kind of clean this up a little bit. And then I am going to, I don't know if I want to sprinkle. I don't think I want to sprinkle it on top, because as far as taking pictures, I probably normally would sprinkle it over the top. But because I'm actually maybe going to put it, let's like intermingle it in with this cheese. Because they kind of go together, but they're different. They're the same, but they are different. And it'll kind of give you, and there you go. That is what I call, let me get this cleaned up here. There we go. Look how gorgeous that looks. Super, super, see if I can get a close up, see if this will, look how beautiful that looks. So we have the cucumbers, the griddle chicken, the sliced carrots, the ham, the peppers, the diced peppers, the two different kinds of cheese. We have the cube cheese, and then we have the cheese crisp, and then we have the boiled egg that's sliced up with the lettuce underneath. Just look how beautiful that looks, and how simple that was to make. Only took like 23 minutes. I did talk there at the beginning, but add your favorite dressing into it, and that's it. That is a nice, super healthy salad. A part of the Healthy Griddle Cooking series. We've got the griddle chicken and the cheese crisp added in there. Super healthy, protein, vegetables. What more could you ask for? This is a perfect dinner salad that can fill you up and leave you, it's just, I love it. I love the color. I love how easy it was. And two, you can do the chicken ahead of time. You can do the cheese crisp ahead of time. Throw this together. This makes a perfect lunch. If you want to take something like this for lunch and have everything all done and just kind of put it together, and just love it. I can't wait to dive into this. I don't have any questions. It looks like I have a few people that are on. I can see that I have a few people watching me, but nobody wants to talk to me. I want to hear what you guys have to say. Let's see. And let me know how you're doing. Is this helping you in healthy griddle cooking? You're healthy. January's supposed to be a healthy month, and is this helping you at all? I hope so. I hope you guys look at these recipes like all year long, not just in January. Keep on looking at all this and give you inspiration for, healthy cooking all the time. I am going to get going. I did get a thumbs up. Thank you, whoever gave me the thumbs up. I do see that. I appreciate that. And I hope you guys have a great weekend. And if you have anything that you would like me to make, please put it in the comments. I guess I'm going to get a shout out. I have a cookbook, Recipes for the Blackstone Griddle cookbook. I have the digital version, the printed version. I also have a My Griddle Secrets course that'll teach you all about cooking on the griddle. From unboxing to seasoning to all the utensils and different stuff that you're going to need, along with recipes to follow along with me. If you want to check that out, you can go to mygriddlesecrets.com. If you're looking for Blackstone Griddle recipes, I have a website called FromMichiganToTheTable.com, and I have all kinds of Blackstone Griddle recipes. I have a collection of them that's 140, actually more, because I just keep on adding to it all the time, but I just don't change the title. So it's more than 140 Blackstone Griddle recipes, or griddle recipes if you're using something other than a Blackstone. And just go on there, check that out. I hope you guys have a great weekend and come back tomorrow, because I'm continuing this all through January. If you haven't subscribed to my YouTube channel, please hit the subscribe button. And if you want to be notified when I go live, when I drop a video, please hit the notification button. And I hope you guys have a great weekend. I got another thumbs up. Thank you. Who was ever on? Give me thumbs up. I got 2 thumbs ups. That's awesome. I appreciate that. So have a great weekend, and we will see you tomorrow. Bye.